Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our second ever episode of Ask Abby. We will do our best to answer all your questions, credit, debt related questions, financial questions, any sort of budgeting tips you might need. Last week, we talked a lot about what sort of help and solutions there are if you can't pay your bills because of the coronavirus, the negative effects the coronavirus has had on the global economy, not even just the US economy. Um, you might have seen that today the coronavirus stimulus checks have started dispersing. If you have seen that, check your check your sorry about that check your bank account that the IRS has on file. So there are a couple of things that we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how you get the check, how the IRS is sending it, who gets a check, which if you're getting one, you probably already know that you're getting one, but just in case you have questions about if you're going to get one and how much you should be expecting. And then from there, we'll kind of give you some guidelines on maybe even how to use that coronavirus check to its best ability. If you have any questions while we are chatting today, feel free to ask them. And we are just here. If you have any questions, we're happy to answer them. So let's kick in and get started with who and what people, who's going to receive a coronavirus check and what are they going to receive, how much. So it's kind of great news that 83% of all US taxpayers should qualify for some sort of payment with this relief package. So that's great news. And it's all based on your adjusted gross income. So if you filed taxes individually and your adjusted gross income is less than $75,000, excuse my dog. We're all working from home, aren't we? So if your adjusted gross income is less than $75,000, then you will receive a check of $1,200, $1,200. If you filed jointly, if you're married and you filed jointly, then you will be able to receive, if your adjusted gross income is less than $150,000 and you filed jointly, then you'll receive double that $1,200, $2,400. So you keep an eye on your bank account. If you filed your taxes in 2019, the check will go directly into the account that your tax refund went into. So that's easy enough. If you filed in 2019, you filed your taxes this year for the 2019 year, and the IRS has your accurate bank information on file, it will go straight into that account. Now, let's say you didn't do direct deposit. If you filed in 2019, they will automatically mail you a check to the last mailing address that they have on file. So hopefully that's correct. Now, there's a couple of things here you need to remember, and that is if you didn't file for 2019, that's okay if you filed for 2018. If you filed for 2018 and you need to update your mailing address or you'd like to include a direct deposit and maybe it's not accurate, the one that they have on file, then you can go and quickly online. The IRS has a web portal to file a quick return to receive your coronavirus stimulus check. Then you'll be able to, it'll be direct deposited into the new account with that new filing. So if you filed in 2018 and the information's not correct, quickly just go in, file. As you know that today is usually tax day. It's not, the due date's not today, but if you want your coronavirus stimulus check sent to the right address, go in, quickly file your free tax return on the IRS web portal. They have an option to file for free. So go online there and update that information. if you filed for 2019 and the information's incorrect, or if you didn't have the correct direct deposit information, hopefully by now your mailing address is correct because it's only been a couple of months. But you can't update the direct deposit, but they will mail it to you. And then to confirm, if let's say today you should have gotten X amount and you figured that out and you look at your bank account and nothing's been direct deposited. In 15 days, you should receive a confirmation letter from the IRS saying that this is where they sent it to. So whether they mailed it or sent a direct deposit, they'll send you a letter that says we sent it to X address or this banking information that we had on file. So the big thing, if you're not receiving those payments, the IRS just released an online tracking portal called Get My Payment. So the page is live right now. It's very busy. So when you're going on to the page, it takes a few minutes to load, but it does eventually load. And you'll be able to enter your social security number. It is safe. The IRS is an okay place to submit your social security number. Just make sure you're on the right page. You started at the IRS and then navigated through their website. Don't click any links. Just go directly to the IRS website, irs.gov, and then navigate to the Get My Payment page from there. So your social security number, your date of birth, and then your street address and zip code will actually be the one that is the last one you use to file. So to look up where your payment is going or if it's been sent and how much, you will need the address that you last filed with. So even if you're going in there to update your information, use the last address that you had on file with them. And then from there, they should be able to give you information as far as where your check is and where it's going. So if you didn't receive it today, you can hop in there and take a deeper look at where that's going. So a little bit more on how much you're getting. There's another key factor that if you filed your taxes and you have kids that you claimed as dependents, then you get an extra $500 per child. So that's great news. That helps a lot of families right now, especially if you're facing unemployment and you need that those extra resources to get you through the coming weeks. And then lastly, about how much you'll be getting is if you make over that $75,000 individually or $150,000 filing jointly, you might still get a payment. So for every $100 you make over that limit, your check will be reduced $5. So, so you can figure out there's many stimulus calculators online. We can share a link with you after this video in the comments for how to get to a stimulus check calculator if you're not sure how much you're going to be making. But it's for every $100 you make over $75,000 for individuals and $150,000 for couples filing jointly, you will get $5 less than that $1,200 amount and $2,400 amount. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us on that. One of the biggest things right now, and we're going to be talking about it next week, is with all these crazy changes and with the economy, unfortunately, being a little bit more vulnerable, it makes people more vulnerable. And unfortunately, there are a lot of scams out there that are trying to take advantage of that vulnerability at this time. So next week, we're going to talk about some of those scams, but the big one I just wanted to hint at today, and we'll dive into this a little bit deeper, is that with these stimulus checks, that's a big one that scammers are targeting. Those keywords, stimulus check, coronavirus check, things like that. And the IRS will never contact you via social media, via text, even via phone. So anything that you receive from them, go to their website, double check it. If you're not sure, Google it. If you're not sure, just look it up. Make sure that what you're receiving, don't give any information to anybody who might be reaching out in regards to your stimulus check. The only communication that the IRS has confirmed that they will send is that letter 15 days after they've sent you your stimulus check, is that letter via mail. That's the only confirmation and communication you should be receiving from the IRS directly regarding your coronavirus stimulus check. So if you're receiving emails, don't click any links, don't supply any information. People are calling and saying, I have your coronavirus check and it's waiting for disbursement, but we need more information from you. That's not the case. If the IRS needs more information from you, you can go to their website and you can update your information there. But it's just something to really be cautious of. There are a lot of different scams out there, and that's not the only one. So next week, we will definitely be talking about that. And if you guys have any questions, if anybody has any questions about credit, about debt in the meantime, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are here for you. We have coaches standing by, ready to help you navigate through this time, figure out the best way to use your finances. We can help you budget. We can help you get out of debt faster than you normally would. So let us know what you need from us, exactly what you're struggling with right now. What do you want to know? Comment below, message us, post on our Facebook. We will be available for you. There's a phone number on our Facebook page. You can call for free credit coaching if you do need that assistance right now. It's a great thing if your finances have recently changed due to this coronavirus outbreak, the pandemic that's affecting many, many people across the country. We have resources available. So if you have questions, call that number, shoot us a message. If you know of anybody who has questions about the coronavirus stimulus check, share this video, like our page, share our page. We are here to be a resource for you. So any questions that you might have regarding credit, debt, unemployment right now, anything that you might want to know and you just can't find the information, or it's just, we are a simple outlet for you guys to be able to get that information. So tune in next week where we'll be diving into some more of the scams that are taking advantage of people right now. So you want to be on the lookout for those, and we'll dive in a little bit deeper into what those are looking like and how you can avoid becoming a victim of scamming, even identity theft and fraudulent credit reports right now. You'll have to be very careful of. So thank you for watching, and we will talk with you next week. Have a wonderful rest of your week and through the weekend, everybody. Bye.